the Titan, the behemoth, the SVS PB17 Ultra Evolution is in the house, and you guys are not ready for what is about to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we are unboxing the new monster flagship from SVS, the PB17 Ultra Evolution. As you guys can see, I have the previous gen PB16 Ultra before they put the Evolution onto it, and the Evolution goes with the new Evolution line of speakers. So they are just continuing the heritage of the brand. What I want to do in this video is, firstly, we're going to be unboxing this. The first time I saw these, it was absolutely huge. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still big, but it's not intimidating me as much anymore as it did the first time. It's almost like when you are a kid and you see something for the first time, and then when you're older, you see it again, it's like, why was that so big or whatever? Same thing here. This is for me starting to feel sort of normal in a way. But yeah, what I want to do is in this video, we're going to be unboxing the PB17, and I want to compare it side by side to the 16, just in looks and what they changed and what is sort of the same. And then in the next video after this one, we're going to be testing them head to head. I know no one else on YouTube has done this the way I'm going to do this, so this is going to be a first, guys. While we're on the subject of a first, please, at the bottom, hit a like, subscribe, bell icon, share all of that goodness so I can continue bringing you stuff like this. This is not a sponsored video at all. This is my personal unit. I had to buy with my own personal money. The same for everything I have here. Why do I do it? One, because I am completely bonkers about audio. This has been a passion of mine for years. This is not my main business, and this is more to support my addiction and craziness about audio. That is why when I give you a review, I am giving you the honest truth. Nothing that's been sponsored, nothing that I need to sell to you guys. I only sell products that I truly love and use myself. And I will not sell something if I do not stand behind it. And that is why I do these testings. Because personally, in my mind, I can't really see how they could have made that much better. Because even though you do get better subs, I'm talking about ultra subsonic subs like the Ascendos and infra subs like those. But guys, if you're into this game, you would know that infra subs are hugely expensive. In South African rands, we are talking 250, 300,000 up for one sub. And you're going to be running maybe one infra in a system and then running a few normal ones. But it's not going to be your only sub either. For the money, this is 114,999 Rand. But they are the same price. They kept the price the same of this going out to this, which I think is absolutely amazing. But for that money of 100,000 Rand, I'll put the dollar amount in your video as well, you can't really beat this sub. I know some of the manufacturers overseas like the monoprice, and we don't have those here, so I can't compare those with this. So in South Africa, as it stands, for this money, you can't beat it. There's no other sub that even comes close bang for buck. The one thing, I know I just said bang for buck and SVS in the same sentence. You know what sets them apart is their amplifiers. As you guys would know, if you're in the hobby, that a plate amplifier on a subwoofer is the weakest point of a subwoofer. SVS stands behind their amplifiers and they make their own. They make some of the best amplifiers in the business, with this having a dual amplifier. But we'll get more into that when I get into specification. So for now, let's get to unboxing this beast. Don't laugh at me, it's going to be a chore, it's never easy. Okay, let's see if there's any instructions we need to follow. I know on the old one, just cut open the side and then you slide it out. This looks like it's going to be the same. Oh, here it says open here, say inside for instructions. What does this side say? Start on other side, full unboxing instructions. So let's start the side they recommend. Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy as freaking hell.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm actually going to turn it so you guys can see what we are actually going to unbox. Boom. Okay. Up. One. Position the carton near the final location in your room. This is not going to be the final location, but it's fine. I'm okay with moving them around. I'm going to add some isolation feet as well. They just want you to not do unnecessary work. Number 2, open additional carton flaps to gain access. Okay. Lastly, remove your subwoofer from the carton, pushing it from the amp side where these instructions are. Okay, so we're going to be pushing that away. What does the last one say? Remove the inner packaging from the subwoofer. Gently rock the subwoofer from side to side while removing each half of the lower packaging. Okay, let's flip this. Go. And now basically we're just gonna push it through to the other side. Push on through to the other side. No, let's not do that. Don't let me go into song. Okay, let's open this side. I'm going to need more space. I actually don't like the camera being that side because I think I'm going to be caught in a bit of a peculiar predicament. Yeah, that one. Okay. That will never be anything short of a huge workout. Honestly, if you don't have a bit of muscle behind you, you are not unboxing this subwoofer. It's so heavy. It's so heavy, but okay, let's get into it. So on top, as with all SVS products, your registration of this subwoofer. Quick little go through that they give you there about all the little specs. This actually looks quite interesting. Let's quickly just have a glance. Okay, SVS is here for you. This is just their customer support. You can scan this. Live support, they have the best support and warranties in the game. Their socials, if you want to follow them. This is what I saw, which I found interesting. just some more information there. Okay, so here, unbox it. Removable grill, port plugs and power cable. Quick start guide. On this side, they just show you more or less how to set it up and where to plug it in. But what I found interesting is this. Get calibrated. So, on the subwoofer, it goes through, it's got that little OLED screen at the back, which I'll show you shortly. And then get calibrated. They give you the best way to calibrate this. And if your setup doesn't include an auto EQ feature, adjust the subwoofer volume control. I did hear that this is going to, on the app, also eventually get room EQ, room cal, on board, where you can run a room cal if you don't have it like on a your Denon or your Morans where you can run D-Rack. They're going to have a room cal that you can run if this is like on an integrated amp or something like that, which makes this even easier to set up. And already we have one of the best apps in the game. This is an absolute charm to do, even if you don't have that. That's just going to make it even easier. Okay, so we are going to have to flip this a few times. Let's take these back supports out. Just put them on the box for now. Which is top, which is bottom? This is the top. Okay, let's take the grill out. So the grill is one of the biggest changes. As you guys know, on the previous ones we had those the steel grills, which I loved, and they've all went over to these now. I actually want to see if this grill fits, and it looks like it does, because if I'm going to be keeping my PB16, but I'm not going to put the grills on. These subs deserve to not have the grills on. So that is the grill, injection molded with the SVS logo, absolutely huge, push pin. You won't do magnetic on a huge sub like this. It just will not last. Let's roll this over. Here we go. So here are the standard feet. As you guys know, the standard feet not good enough on this unit. I don't even know why they, and these are in there. I don't even know why they ship with these, to be honest. A subwoofer of this caliber, you don't use these feet. You use the proper SVS sound path isolation feet. Now you would see that this subwoofer has 6 feet. So you can fit 6 of the isolation feet. I've never really seen the need, because a 6 foot makes it a bit off balance, especially if your floor is uneven. So 4 feet just balances out nicely for me. So let's get to fitting these isolation feet. There we go, instruction manual. The 4 feet. And the 4 screws you are going to need. If you guys follow the channel, you would know that previous years they actually gave you different screws to fit on different subs. I don't know why they did away with that, because they still market this as to work on any sub, but then they take away half of the screws that you need to fit on any sub. So just keep in mind, these should work on the SVS, but not going to work on all your subwoofers. One thing I do like about these little feet, when this grips the box, as you can see, I battle to loosen up because there's a rubber on the painted MDF. So it makes it for a very nice seal, which I know the SVS foot is completely different, but they have never failed me. Come on. See, that's got the metal there, and the metal is going straight onto the finish. Like I say, I would have thought they would put another piece of rubber there, but I've never had these not work as they are intended. And I know these feet, it's not something they just thumbsucked. This is an engineered approach to making everything work in perfect harmony. So I'm not going to question them on that. That's on there properly. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of the rest. Okay, so now as you guys can see, we have the supplied bung plugs. These allow for better tuning in your room. You can make this speaker sound any way you want it to be. And in the app, you can configure these according to your configuration or your choice. All of them plugged will be sealed mode. That will be more for your music rooms, solid impact for bass. Then we have extended mode, which is what I will be running. Extended mode is the most ferocious, aggressive mode you can put this in. It will give you a hell of a lot of low down extension, all the way down to 12 Hertz mode that I like to run, either this or the sealed mode. Let's get this thing upright on its feet. So as you guys can see from this angle, you can see the driver on this is quite a bit bigger than that driver, being a 17-inch. These cabinets are the same size. So I was trying to see where it's bigger, because the port's more or less the same, but if you look at the top where they have that indication window, that's gone now. So this sub comes almost all the way to the top, this being a much beefier driver. I was wondering how much different, but already at first glance it looks a lot the same, but there's a lot more going on here. So the amplifier at the back is one of the biggest changes on this new unit. Yes, we still have the balanced and unbalanced inputs. We have the dedicated LFE. The triggers are different. And then we have the port window here now, which used to be on the front of the old unit. And this amplifier is a dual amplifier design. This being a 2 voice coil unit, each side of the voice coil has its own amplifier, and this being a hulkingly huge amplifier from SVS, bigger than the previous generation, which is found in the 16. This here is bigger driver, more advanced driver, better voice coil, bigger voice coil, more power. Cabinet design is more or less the same. Not that these were ever not built to the absolute highest of standards, but when you are pursuing power in subwoofer, like I said before, it comes down to cabinet design, which this they can't bet on that. This is as good as it can be. Driver can be bigger, which they did. Driver can be beefier, which they did. Dual voice coil. And amplifier can be beefier, again, which they did. Add more power. So, as of course, no replacement for displacement. The OLED display now on the back instead of the front. I thought I was going to, diss it because I like this. But to be honest with you, that is cool, but sometimes it's distracting. So you would see mine goes off after a while. I didn't want to see that blue light all the time. So this being at the back is very cool. I am going to miss the little indicator to show you it's on. Yeah, I'm going to miss that, but you can always just check it in the app and you'll know if it's playing. The only time you might not be sure it's playing is if you have multiple, because I'm going to be running both of these in the same system until I get a seller for the 16. So if anyone wants a 16 at a very good price, hit me up. I'll sort you out with the deal of a century on this behemoth. Like with all my stuff, comes boxed, all the manuals as new. Okay guys, I think that is as much as I can say about the new PB17 unboxing. It is an absolute monster of engineering. I can't wait to plug this in and put them side by side. So the next video, you will see me putting these two guys head to head. I just hope my foundations and my roof can handle this. It's going to be too insane. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so tired after unboxing this monster. I don't even have the strength to listen to it, but I do want to listen to a bit before I go to bed, and it's late. And then guys, please, as always, like, subscribe, share if you enjoy this sort of thing, and stay safe until the next video where I'm going to put these two to the absolute limit. I just want to play in the sub a bit before I really push it, and hope my roof holds. This is our new location, and already I hope this roof holds. And I know that windows, I'm gonna break that window. But yeah, if it breaks, let's build it up stronger. Guys, until the next video, stay safe. Cheers. Bye.